All right, guys, how's it going? We are getting ready to rock and roll here. So, we are T-minus 3 minutes or so before Wargames open up. I'm going to go ahead and jump in here.
How's it going?
And hopefully, I'm not blowing y'all's eardrums out with the music here. Just felt like kind of a nice little way to pump up the vibe a little bit, you know? All right, so for those of you guys that did not see, I did post a video this morning, or I guess this afternoon, talking a little bit about kind of the way that faction war games are set up, the way that we're going to be doing a lot of the different ships and some of the theory behind this. What I want to do today is really just kind of make this a little bit of a learning experience for all of us. Obviously, this has only been out for, at this point, 4 hours. So there's plenty of room for us to all just kind of figure this out as we go. What I'm going to do here is I am going to go ahead and count down each time I start the match. So if you guys want to, you can actually try to start with me. That way you can actually go ahead and be in the same match. And hopefully we can just have some fun together. So I think this should be a lot of fun, and really looking forward to getting started here. So let's see here. We got 2 minutes. Yeah, no, I can say as a self-employed person, it is mostly my dream. Although I think the dog probably feels like he's actually the one in charge of most of my day these days. But it is funny how now that I work for myself, I feel like I've got so much more control, but at the same time, there's so much less control because there's just nobody to fall back on a lot of times. But it's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to this. This will be a good detox for the day, you know. All right. Let's see here. So, a couple of things just real quick while we are getting started. If you guys are not familiar with war games, there are a couple of things to point out here. On the left, you do have your daily training. This is going to be, kind of your standard daily training. You've got this with Call of Duty. You've got this with pretty much every game these days. There's certain milestones and certain things that you'll be able to hit as you are going forward throughout the matches or the missions for that day. Those all do kick into the loyalty points. You can see right here your rank that's going to go up as you fight and have different matches. I'm going to be on this particular character. I'm going to be doing mostly frigates, and then about halfway through, I'm going to switch to my other character and use destroyers. So that's why I'm kind of splitting here. But again, you are going to need to be able to rank up in order to get those high-level debris and high-level drones and things like that. The LP store I'm not really going to touch on right now, but rather I'm just going to kind of let you guys explore that on your own. I've got to do some exploring, but because we only have 2 hours, I'd rather get into the actual games rather than try to explore the store and figure out what I'm going to spend my money on. So we are right at 8 o'clock. Let's see if we can figure out how to do this. Let's undock and redock. Justin, I feel you, man. It's definitely a crapshoot in terms of who you got. All right, let's do this, guys. We're gonna go ahead and start the first match of the day. Let's go. I'm excited. Well, I say first match of the day. This is like my 20th match, but that's all right. All right, so we're in the fitting screen. The way that this is laid out, again, you do have your 3 different types of ships, the Scout, the Controller, and the Brawler. Really, all this means is the Scout's going to be your big bombers. The Controller is going to be your NTs and assault frigates, and then the Brawlers are going to be the fairly useless destroyers. Now, I am going to actually start with a Scout, but just so that you guys realize how useless these things are, they put a freaking Higgs anchor on this. Like, WTF, guys? Why would you put a Higgs anchor on this thing? I don't get it. I'm guessing that it's for a for balance thing maybe, but I don't get it. So But either way, I'm actually going to start with the bomber. I like this, and you'll see in just a second. One of the big things that I really enjoy about this is the ability to immediately jump into the enemy's anomaly and try to snipe that first kill. So we're gonna just kind of test it out. Now, as we warp in here, a couple of quick things. Again, if you didn't watch the video earlier, first off, up here in the upper left-hand corner, we do have the different anomalies that we're going to be using. You will be able to see these bars that are coming up. I've got a team that looks like a team member that's saying, let's go to B. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to warp into B and be a little bit team player here. When those items up here do go ahead and flash and have that white circle in the middle, it means that there is a hauler there. Now, in this game type, you are not going to be trying to kill the enemy. You are trying to kill the haulers. And so, again, that's the only way that you're going to score points. Now, I'm going to put myself in bombard mode, and I'm going to cycle these slightly off so that, again, as I'm going, because the only last kill gets anything, I'll hopefully be able to, knock on wood, get that kill because I'll have the last hit here. Got another bomber here with me, which is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and warp to C, actually, and see if I can't, like I said, steal that kill. I think I'm probably going to be too late. But we're going to give it a shot. Oh, and I've got a little explosion trail with me. All right, so we're landing in. I'm going to pull up my enemy tab. Yeah, and it looks like they have, in fact. I'm going to go ahead and warp off here so that we can try not to. I think I'm going to get caught. Yep, I'm caught. That's trouble. They got me. Yeah, I think I'm pretty hosed here. But let's see if I get lucky. I am not going to get lucky. All right, so that was unsuccessful for the first one. Let's go ahead and die. Come on. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my favorite personal ship, which is the Assault Frigate, especially because these guys look like they're all running inties and smaller frigates. So we're going to go. I like the short range. I like running the snub nose rails because I get a lot of damage. I'm going to be sitting there. I'm going to be really tanky, and it's really going to be an easy way for me to get a couple of kills. I shouldn't say easy. It's going to be a very quick way for me to get some kills because it's a pretty high DPS build for this type of ship. So let's go ahead and start here. Come on, we'll get me back in the fight. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's take a look. Now with this one, I am going to warp in. I didn't mean to do that. We're going to warp in at about 10 kilometers. What's up, Black Ops? How you doing today? All right, so we're going to go ahead and warp in. Looks like we've got another couple of haulers spawning. So let's see if we can't just whittle down some of these empties. Now, one of the things that I said in the other video that I fully support is that the bombers are by far the most dangerous when it comes to the actual haulers. They are that little jerk. They are going to be the ones that are really able to do a lot of that damage. They're going to be able to do it very, very quickly. So I would like to take them down first if I at all can. Let's see, which one is this guy? So he's the... Let's just stop you right there, sir. Come on. Oh, I realized that I stopped that. Come on, let's get him. I feel like I'm talking a lot more than I usually do just because I'm being a little bit obnoxious here, but it's fine. All right, so now let's get the interceptor. And again, there's just a lot of tank on these and on these assault frigates. So if I start getting in trouble, I really do have a lot more margin for error, I guess is probably the way to say it. I'm going to keep just pounding on these interceptors. Let's see if we can't cut this guy off. Oh, he's kiting me. There we go. Let's get him now. All right. Now I'm going to use my my plates separately than my my damage control unit right now. You can use them at the same time if you're in a really big battle, but if it's just kind of like this, because that damage control unit does have so long to cool down, I'm going to try to save it and see if I can't give myself a little bit more leeway down the line here. I keep getting hints of music. I don't know if you guys are hearing that or if that's just me. All right, we got another mana core. Let's go. Let's get him. I love just taking these guys out. Just a dreamer. I believe in a thing called love. Alright, so we do have a couple more bombers. These guys seem like they're really just going with the bomber strategy here, which is actually a really good one. Oh, we got a couple of destroyers on field. I do like using the bombers, especially if the enemy is actually fielding a lot of destroyers. What I found is that you're able to actually like 3 or 4 shot these guys. I'm going to go ahead and start heading towards the next one here. Because a lot of the destroyers are so freaking slow, even with those medium missiles, you can actually do a lot of damage in bombard mode and just absolutely wreck some of these guys. So if you are fighting a team and you see a bunch of destroyers, don't hesitate to break out that that bomber and start just lighting them up. It really makes it for a lot of fun too. All right, I think I'm about to get whacked here. Let's keep moving. Ooh, we got quite a few folks here. This is where I'm going to use the damage control unit. Use the damage control unit. And you guys can see, even with this. Okay, so yeah, so they're breaking out a lot of destroyers here. Why am I not able to do any damage to this guy? Jeez. Even with the destroyers here, I'm going to go ahead and swap back to an intercept or to a bomber here, because the other thing that's going to be really nice about this is that we're now kind of towards the end of the game, and so being able to snipe a little bit and try to get some of these haulers, I think is going to be a lot of timing, a little bit more finesse that I haven't quite gotten yet. So congratulations, you guys are going to get to see me probably blow up a couple more times here, just for funsies. Interestingly, on these builds, they are using the Warhead Califaction and the Bayloading Accelerator. I think that's reasonable. This is actually one of the more reasonable builds. I probably, if I was following this myself, I probably would not put an armor repper. I'd probably put a damage control or an extender on there, just because I know that I'm probably not going to end up getting a ton of hits, or I'm not going to have a ton of tank anyway. So there's not really a point in putting a repper on. I'd rather have the extra health points right off the bat and just be able to even get 1 or 2 more cycles in. Even just recently, that would have been the difference between, surviving and dying. And oh, hello. We are not going to do this one. We're going to back off. And we're going to run. And we're going to run. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Woohoo! There are, looks like 3 destroyers on the field at this point, and a Dragoon and a Korax. Remind me, I am going to show you guys where to filter so that you do not have to necessarily just use the what do you call it? That guy, I'm not going to catch him. So that you don't have to just use the default settings or the default ships that you're given. It's really important that you fly something that you're comfortable with and that you have the skills for. So as we go, I think it'll be interesting to see kind of how this breaks down. And of course, now the destroyers warp in. I could have showed you guys some of the fun times that you can have with those guys. Hopefully they'll follow me here. Now our team, it is playing to 6. We only have 2 more 2 more haulers that we need to kill here. Let's see this guy. Okay, this guy is completely... So I'm actually going to try to go kill this guy in my bomber. We'll see how this works. And no, I'm not. We're going to... Oh, interesting. Mr. Manticore is coming after me as well. Now, this is not really a fight that I want to take, if I'm being honest. My team is saying that they want to go to D, so we're going to warp off. We do have a 1 hauler lead here, so I'm not opposed to giving myself a little bit of room. Ooh, that hurt. Now, this is where I'm going to use some of this. All right, so let's warp to D. And again, I am warping at range because I want to be able... Dadgummit, guys. Just let me get out of here. I'm just trying to escape. Why you gotta be like that? Of course, I've had games today where I'm like just racking up the kills, and now as soon as I put myself on stream, I'm just getting worked here. So what you can do is if you want to switch ships to something that is not in the faction that you are fighting with, you can use this little filter button and select any other ships that you want. I'm going to stick with the Nemesis here just because, you know, we'll stick with the theme. It's fine. But anyway, so it's now 5-4. We've got 1 more to go. Looks like we have got something at C. Let's see if we can get there and score 1 more kill. Come on. Run, baby, run. If I was in a destroyer, there's no way in hell that I would get there in time. But maybe. Oh, they just got that one. So this is going to come down to the wire. All right, so we're going to play a little bit more strategic. Of course, I say that as I warp right on top of somebody. Let's get out of here. Now, this is where I really don't want to... and I said this earlier in the video, I don't want to just YOLO at this point because it is so close. Just even having that 30-second timer would be really detrimental to the team. So I'm going to try to see, and of course we're going to A. So hopefully now that I'm not right here, we're going to warp in at about 20. And we're going to see if these guys primary the bombers, which is what I would do, but you never know. This is going to be a close one. All right, what we got, what we got, what we got? Oh, they've got a, looks like an empty out here too. We got a couple of empties out here. Let's see if we can't just get some hits. We're going to go ahead and start the armor repper because holy crap, that hurt. Yeah, this guy's using quite a few big weapons, and that's going to hurt like a mother. There I go. Damn it. I think they're going to take this one. Yep. Well, that was unfortunate. Good game all around. Not my best one, that's for sure. All right, so that's first faction Wargames. Wow, that was my worst game by far. Oof. I'm embarrassed. You guys didn't see that. All right. All right, guys. So that was the first game. I'm going to go ahead and count down here. So if you are in a lobby and you are waiting to join, see if you can actually jump in here as well. So I think that my stream is about 10 seconds delayed. So I'm going to go ahead, count down, and then I'm going to hit my game at that point, I guess. So we'll see what happens here. But let's start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You guys go ahead and hit it. I'm waiting. And all right, let's start. I know that wasn't actually 10 seconds. I think it's only about 5 or 6 seconds. We'll see. But either way, all right. So, Amar, I am not going to be doing Amar ships. I am not a I am not a laser pilot. I'm actually going to go with, let's go Caldari. I'm gonna fly a little bit different. This is probably the closest build to what I fly in on the real server. And what happens is we've got the small missiles, which are going to give us a range about 17 kilometers in the normal server. I'm not sure what it's going to be here. But then we've got the long point, the scram, and then the rigs to make this really go boom. They are using a flare catalyst, which is going to give us a little bit extra range. They're using a calefaction and then rocket fuel. Interesting. Okay, I thought it was a what do you call it? A bay loading again, but I guess not. Either way, this is going to be giving me a lot of range. I'm probably going to be orbiting around 20 kilometers would be my guess. And we're going to basically try to keep this as more of, again, that kind of control. I'm probably going to go bomber hunting, to be honest. It feels like that's going to be the best play here and the best use of this ship. I'm going to have a high alpha, but again, it's not going to be a... it's not going to be a heavy DPS ship. So we're going to go ahead and let's warp into C. We're going to go for this. What is the range on this? Yeah, so this is a 19 kilometer range. So I'm just going to go ahead. We're going to set the orbit here. I'm going to set the orbit at about 14 kilometers because I have a feeling that this is going to pop me out. Let's go ahead and hit our hardener and make sure we don't forget that. Oh, we already have a lot of reds here. All right, so again, I'm going to see if I can't find me some bombers. Oh, hello, sir. Oh, I'm already warped. That's not very nice. All right. I am going to go ahead and still try to get this bomber. Come on, come on. I don't think I'm going to get him. See, these guys are actually working really well together because they're protecting the bombers while the bombers are doing all the damage, and then they're letting the interceptors just chase down people like me. So there we go. Because they are doing that, I'm actually going to switch to the... Oh, not the Punisher. I did not mean to do that. We are going to go and we're going to use a slasher ourselves. Actually, no, we're going to use the Caldari still. I want to use the torpedo build. This is, again, this is kind of something similar to what I use on the real server. I would actually be throwing, instead of a hardener, I would be throwing a afterburner on here, because once you are in scram range, it really doesn't matter if you're using a micro warp drive, because let's be honest, everybody ends up just going slow. All right, so they were at C. I'm going to go ahead and jump in here. Let's see. And again, we've got the torpedoes. I'm going to go ahead and stack these just because they are going to be firing so fast anyways. I'd like to get some alpha damage here. I also would like to not be right on top of this guy. Of course I missed him. All right, we're going to warp at range 2A and see if we can't catch this guy. I think, again, they're going to be warping around 20 to 30 kilometers. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And there we go. We are almost right on top of them. What do we got? Let's warp. Oh, I forgot I'm not using that ship anymore. That's kind of problematic. Let's get out of here. Get out of Dodge. Where are we going? Let's go to D. Where's D? Let's see if we can't align. I'd like to not just warp straight to them. Okay, there we go. Let's just warp to D. course, a hauler spawned right there as they were there, but they were going to get that one anyways. Let's see if we can't get in and do some damage here. Turn the hardener on, because otherwise I will forget. And we're just going to orbit this guy at about 3. I'm going to turn the micro warp drive off for now, just so I can hold a little bit tighter orbit, especially since we don't have any reds here. Usually cap is not an issue on these ships. When I was running with the Tall War, I was having a lot of cap issues, so I'm hoping that you know, I can conserve a little bit of that. Again, I'm going to leave the hardener on because I don't trust myself, but otherwise I think this is going to be a little bit more cap stable ship than the Tall War was. Again, destroyers just kind of suck in general, unfortunately. All right, let's see here. Let's get it. Who's going to get it? Well, I got 39 points. That's not terrible. Let's see here. Are we going to C? Is everybody going to C? Everybody, let's go to C. All right, again, I'm going to go ahead and just warp at 0 because I am trying to get in here a little bit tighter with these torpedoes. My hope really is that, you know, I'm able to just get in here and catch some guys off guard. Let's see. Whew. I don't know if that's going to happen. There is a hound, though. Let's get that hound. Let's get the hound. Let's see if we can't lock somebody else up. Who's the next target? We got another hound. That guy's going to be secondary. Let's go. Next target. Breacher Assault would like to stay away from him. Another hound. Let's go. I am going to go ahead and orbit this guy. Because I think I'm... No. Why are we going all the way out there? That's not what I wanted. Keep a nice tight orbit, boys. Alright, focus fire him. Oh, we do have a Tall War coming in. Alright. Yeah, these assault frigates, man, are just killer. I'm actually going to go ahead and change to one of those myself. Let's see here. Go back to Caldari, Caldari. Let's go to the Merlin. And I am going to go ahead and go with the snub-nosed rails. Let's go. Now you can guys see here, they do have a nice little chart to just help you quickly see how your stats are. With this, you've got the mobility, basically your max speed, capacitor, targeting, which is just the range, defense, and then of course your DPS, which we all know and love. All right, let's go back to B. Let's get some revenge here. Now with the snubs, again, I'm going to be using the extender pretty quick here. Depending on how how focused down I am, I may also go ahead and use the... oh, we got a couple of guys landing here. May go ahead and use the DCU as well. Let's try to orbit this guy. I have a feeling my micro warp drive is about to turn off. Get him, come on. Alright, now let's get this guy. Let's lock up the Punisher Assault. And yes, I realize that I'm not really focusing down the haulers at this point again. That's primarily because, if I'm being honest, I'm not really equipped for that. This ship in particular really is better off for killing some of these other ships. I'm going to keep just focusing them down first. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can't get this. Again, we do have these bombers are just absolutely wrecking this hauler. Let's see if we can get in here and swipe this kill. Nope. I think our team got it, but I don't think I did. So, all right, let's go back here. Like I said, guys, I love these assault frigates. I think they're really, really powerful. Probably a little too powerful, to be honest, for this type of mode. You can just absolutely crush people. You know, again, I mean, I haven't really been targeted that much in this particular match, but I think it's definitely a solid ship. And, you know, again, I haven't had to use the extender or the DCU yet, but Just being able to take out some of those high DPS ships like the Hounds and stuff like that is really, really nice. And again, I'll just go ahead and focus you down, bud. Let's get you. Let's focus this Hound next. Come on, let's get him. Okay, now I am getting targeted, so we're gonna see if we can't use that a little bit. Now these Hounds are using, or I'm sorry, the Hounds are using missiles, obviously. We're also getting the Punishers, which are using the turrets. So I am going to try to keep a little bit of range here, or a little bit of velocity. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Boom. All right, let's go. Let's see. We got C next. Let's go. Now, I have not been paying as close attention as I probably should because I have been focusing on trying to take down some of these higher DPS ships. I hope that my teammates are still really focusing down the haulers. You know, I think that at this point in the game, we've only got 2 left until we are victorious. So let's see if we can't get some of these nice and quick. Again, I'm going to cycle my guns manually so that I'm getting as much of a potential ability to get that final kill. What do we have here? We have a Hound. Let's go. Come on. Turn on the micro warp drive. Let's move. Let's move. Let's go, people. All right, let's go to B now. All right, we're getting close, guys. We got to get this last one here, and that will be GG. All right, we are looking pretty good here. We're looking pretty good. Let's just make sure this guy can't snipe this out from under us. Now again, because of the way that this this game mode is, I'm not actually getting points here. I'm more just trying to keep the field clean for my teammates. I know that we've got a couple of bombers out here. It looks like, I'm assuming that's where they are. Yeah, we got a purifier out here. So we do have a good bit of DPS on the field, I think. I think everybody's honestly at this point, it looks like they're more just focused on trying to get this guy, or get this hauler, which again makes sense because if we get this one, we win. And I'm actually going to go ahead and approach this, and let's see if we can't get this last kill. Come on. Oh, damn it, they got it. That's why I like to try to clear some of this stuff off, because if you don't, then that right there happens. There's too many people shooting at it, and it's too easy for somebody else to come in and swipe that kill at the last minute. Let's see if we can cut this guy off. Again, let's get these squishy targets. Oh, I was not actually shooting at him, was I? This might be trouble. We might be running out of gas here. Which is really unfortunate because this is not the time to be. Oh man, this would be a comeback. Come on. Headgummit. That's not good. That was exactly what I did not want to happen. We are going to go ahead. Oh. Womp womp. That was a great game. Anybody who was on the opposite team, fantastic job, y'all. That was good. So a little bit better game that time. You know, I probably should have hopped in a bomber a little bit earlier. But you know, honestly, I mean that was fun. That was a fun game. I think there were a lot of really great moments, and it sucks we came back. I thought that we could have. I thought we would have gotten that one. All right. Anybody in the lobby that wants to try to join here? Leave something in chat. I'm gonna give it just a minute here. Catch my breath a little bit. Let my heart rate come down. You know. I feel like that was an intense one, you know. Whew. Also, I turned the air conditioning off because I didn't want it to, you know, be humming in the background the entire time. So, cheers. Well, what do you guys think? I mean, I think overall, again, this is a really fun game type. I wish that it was available a little bit more, but there is something about it being restricted. You know, it's fun. It's a cool little area. I wish that the destroyers were a little bit more fleshed out. You know, I think that having those Higgs anchor, having those Higgs anchors on there, you know, just makes them so unreliable. I'm gonna I'll show you guys kind of what that looks like in just a few minutes. But I mean, overall, I think this is cool. I think it's a really fun way to play, and for a lot of pilots, I think it'll be a fun way to get into the game and learn. So, all right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to count down here again. We'll jump in. Man, I'm ready. All right, so let's give it a start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And go. And all right, let's do it. Again, hopefully by the time you guys are seeing this, it will actually be thrown out, I guess, or it'll be synced up enough that we'll have something. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the bomber again. This time I'm going to see if I can't play a little bit more of a strategic play. That last one was just, there was a ton of inties. There weren't many destroyers. So it was kind of just, it made sense to use the assault destroyer and really be going hard and fast in those close range snubs. With this build and with this play style, what I'm going to try to do this game is actually warp in at range, use that range that you get with bombard mode. I'll have up to 45 kilometers of range that I can play with. And so I'll focus down the haulers, really be targeting them first in most cases. But I'll also be searching for some of these destroyers to show you guys what I mean by how effective these bombers can be. I think it's going to be really fun, and it's kind of interesting because of the way that a lot of these matches work. If you warp in at range, everybody's in the middle, and it's just tight, and they only see a couple of icons on top of their screen. So it's going to be kind of funny to see how long I can last just being on the edge of some of this. Hey-o, Deadeye. Good old corp mate right there. Let's go. All right. Deadeye says, let's do B. Let's do B. Deadeye, I don't know if you're in here right now, but if so. Justin, I agree. It would be great to actually be able to rat for real. I'm enjoying this, don't get me wrong, but I would love to have a little bit more variety. All right, so we got the hauler, 19 kilometers. All right. Let's go ahead and paint this sucker up. Now I'm going to go ahead and search for, we got a couple of destroyers. All right, let's go. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and lock these guys up too. I'm going to hit the ballistic control, and then we're going to start popping us some destroyers. Let's go. All right. Oh, they got it. Dadgummit. So you guys can see, I mean, this guy's shields are just dropping. And there is just a ton of damage that this is pouring on. Next guy up. Of course, I've got these unstacked, so it's a little bit different, but let's look at this mana core. And I'm just going to keep popping this destroyer. Destroyer number 2 here. Again, I mean, it's just great. You can see, I mean, I'm going to do 1,500 damage here. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Oh, no, he's actually moving. There we go. Still got him, though. All right, so let's see. Where are we going next? I think D had something, so let's go that way. Now, with this particular build, again, the nice thing is that you get a lot of range. You can use that to your fullest ability, but you do have to remember that the missiles don't actually apply their damage right away. It is a flight time. This is not going to work out well. Let's not do this. And this, again, is one of those times where caution is the better part of valor. So let's go ahead and bolt here. Looks like we're going to have a hauler here anyways. I'm going to turn off bombard mode and see if I can't reposition myself so that we don't have anybody landing right on top of me. Deadeye is calling for help on A, so let's do that. Let's go 26. All right, guys, let's do it. Now, you can, here, you can select different options for the types of commands that you're going to be getting. You can see there I just switched this from attack to stage. Basically just, hey, everybody, let's get together and make sure that we're doing this all on the same page. Because no matter how good your fit is, if it's 1v10, it's not going to end well for you. All right, so now we've got some enemies warping in. Let's go ahead and lock up that cormorant. Again, let's try to pop that damage control mod, or not damage control, ballistic control, because I do want to go ahead and see if I can get this guy out before the enemy brings the hurt. I'm going to go ahead and, why will it not let me? Oh, because that's all I have for this one. I'm so used to my my Predator 30 kilometer. All right, so let's go to B. Again, we're going to warp about 30 kilometers. And I'm just trying to pop people at this point. I mean, I think you guys can kind of see the strategy. By being in this bomber, by being a little bit further out, I'm able to kind of pick my ranges and pick the way that I want to engage. It's not like some of these other areas where you just kind of have to hope and pray that you can get somebody. I'm actually a little close for comfort here, so let's see if we can hopefully maybe get this guy down before he realizes that we're here. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go ahead and lock up the hauler. See, oh shoot, that guy is. Come on, go, go. Got him. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I like to see. All right, we got C next. Let's go ahead and kill this guy real quick. I'm going to turn bombard mode off just because that's going to give me a little bit better damage application than I would have if I was in bombard mode. If you guys haven't used bombard mode before, if you haven't flown bombers, the big thing that it's going to hurt you with is the explosion speed is going to be down 50%. So if you're trying to kill frigates or like that, trying to kill a bomber, it's going to be more beneficial to turn that off. Even though you lose damage, you're going to be getting better damage application, which is what we're really after here. Now again, I'm going to just start locking up some of these guys, and we're going to we're going to go after the Dragoon first. Let's throw bombard mode on again. And again, this is where I was kind of talking about it earlier. I have a feeling that these guys probably don't even see me at this point on their little scope. So up here, because I'm so far away, they're probably seeing their own allies and then these enemies that that they have here. So I'm probably not even on their radar. This guy may actually get away though because he's burning out. So let's. Is he gonna come back? I don't think he's gonna come back. Let's switch targets here. I don't want to waste too much damage. Yeah, of course, again, I don't have. And we're going to start warping to. I have a feeling I'm about to get pointed. Am I getting pointed? No, I'm not getting pointed. All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate you letting me away. All right, now this next one I am going to try to focus down the hauler. I have a feeling that we are going to be jumping into some reds, and we are. How close is this guy? He is not that close. So I'm going to try to burn away a little bit and see if I can't just get a little. I'm going to try to get a little cute here. Whether or not it's going to work, I doubt it is. Oh, yep, it's not going to work, but let's see. Can we get a couple of pot shots off? Maybe hopefully, possibly do enough damage. I don't think I'm going to have time. I think I'm going to die. Oh, but I think we got it. All right. Good job, team. Good job. That was one of those times where I was trying to stay a little bit away, but you did have somebody who was coming after me because they were in the interceptor. I think they kind of did what I did in the last game, and they were just bomber hunting. Again, great strategy. That really is what kind of I think that we still got the point, but I think it's what would have saved them if they had been able to if I'd been the only one that was on field at that time. So great play by that guy. Good recognition, good situational awareness for sure. All right, let's see here. I think that was at B. Let's go to A. Let's see if it's going to spawn us something there. One other thing probably to note about bomber mode, it does reduce your speed to the point where you are, I think, 5% of your speed. Obviously, this is not going to get you away from any interceptors, but it will make you warp really, really fast. So, just kind of be thinking about that. It is a trade-off. And this guy is already trying to blap me, so let's run. Speaking of, and of course, and this is not going to end well. Yeah, this is not going to end well. These medium torpedoes are fairly garbage when it comes to damage application for these fast-moving frigates. I've got no webs. I got nothing here. There's nothing I can do. So he just absolutely ate me for lunch. Oof, that was painful. I think the biggest thing with a lot of these ships is it's a lot of rock, paper, scissors in a lot of ways. If I'm taking a destroyer, I can probably take him with the bomber. The bomber is going to lose to pretty much any controller, and the controller, in theory, is supposed to lose to the brawler. I think in reality, it's more of assault frigate's going to lose to an inty's going to lose to an assault frigate. Assault frigate is going to probably lose to a destroyer still, just because they don't have quite the speed or range. Again, that's just my thought. I don't know if that's really supported by anything or by the game design, but who knows? We're still figuring this out, right? All right, let's see if I can get in here and sneak a kill. Looks like we just got that. Looks like we just got D. So hopefully A, if we can take this guy out. Oh, this is going to be close. Again, this is where I would expect to get targeted by this inty just flying around. I'm not really sure what he's doing, but I'm fine with him just letting me sit here and blast the hauler. Let's go. Let's go. Almost there. Come on, guys. Everybody attack A. Attack A. Hopefully they're not just waiting to... You can see here there's that delay, and boom, there we go. I think I might have gotten that last kill. All right. So you guys can see the bomber, honestly, is one of my favorite ships to fly right now. That and the assault frigate. I think it's got a lot of great tactical capabilities, and it's really a fun ship just to fly and to play with a little bit differently. You're probably not going to be doing as much in the live server that's kind of this type of combat. Again, just because we don't typically YOLO like this. That being said, I also would normally have a cloak, so I think this was a fun fight, though. This was a really good one. I think, again, you guys got to see a little bit of how useless some of these destroyers are. So I'm gonna do one more. I'll probably, yeah, we'll do one more, and then we'll swap over to the destroyer character and just see how futile my abilities are. Now, for this one, again, I'll count down in just a second here. We're gonna take a quick water break, and by water, I of course mean the water of the South. Even though I don't live in the South anymore. But some things just stick with you, you know? All right, let's do this again. So, everybody ready? Let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. What do you guys think? Are you guys enjoying this? I know I feel like I'm just kind of talking a lot, not really interacting because I'm playing, but I don't see a ton of stuff in the chat, so hopefully you guys aren't just bored to tears. I'm actually going, just for the sake of argument, I'm going to go ahead and use the Tall War here for a second. And one of the reasons I want to do this is because this particular character has 0 destroyer skills. So I don't have any defense skills. I don't have any command skills. It's going to be painful, and I'm probably only going to do this for 1 life, and then I will, go away and swap back to one of the frigates. But I do want to see kind of what the total amount of health and DPS and some of those things are on here. You can see it's pretty abysmal. It's only 200 DPS. Or I don't actually know if this is DPS or just some other statistic. I'm guessing that it's DPS, just based off of kind of what we've seen on the real server. But again, I don't know for sure. I do find it really funny that they gave us a Tall War and they didn't. Excuse me. They gave us Tall War and they didn't give us any webs on it. So, yay, NetEase, right? All right, do I recognize anybody in here? I don't think I do. So let's see here. All right, so as you guys can see, shield armor, we are not too bad actually. Total of about just a little under 3,000 total hit points. I'm going to remember that for when we actually get into the destroyer character. Now, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi. Finally, 15 seconds. It took me 15 seconds to warp in this thing. Are you kidding me? NetEase, you're killing me, bro. Why would you put Higgs anchors on these things? Guys, if you are not a destroyer pilot, if you don't have destroyer kills or destroyer skills, I am sorry. I cannot recommend that you use this thing. It is painful. With the capacitor as well, I don't have much of a capacitor. You can see I'm already halfway down here. That was really fast, actually. Oh, it was really fast because it took me 15 seconds to get on grid. God, can I get somebody to kill me? Maybe I can ask some of the blues. Be doing me a service, putting me out of my misery here. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Dread. I feel like there's games where I just absolutely get wrecked, and then some where I'm really enjoying it. But it's kind of a it's kind of hit or miss. So good. I'm glad that glad Justin that you guys are playing as well. Again, I'm hoping that this is helping. It's just kind of fun to be out here as a team, you know. Now I am going to be focusing down some of these destroyers. I'm going to try to basically just be a kind of a stationary gun platform. Again, I would love for some of these guys to actually kill me, which sounds terrible, but... Oh, he's 40 kilometers away. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm not going to use him. Fire the missiles! Yeah, again, I mean, with this character, I've got no cap skills. I'm not even going to bother trying to use the... trying to use the micro warp drive. I'm just going to kind of sit here and let it go. Got this executioner just humming around me, which is fine, but again, I'd really like for you to actually kill me. I need to stop using my shield booster is what I really need to do. Oh, you almost killed me. Come on. Put me out of my misery. Dilly dilly. Alright, let's go to C. Oh, no, let's not do that. Don't worry, guys. I got plenty of time to cancel my warp here. Plenty of time. Yeah, I can't even activate my ballistic control. uh... It does kind of depend on your team. Will, you are definitely right. I'm not sure if I answered that one or not yet, but and Justin, yeah, it's if you're playing with Fireflies, they're I mean they're good pilots. We've seen that as we've been fighting them the last couple of months here. So I could definitely think of worse teammates. I'm probably a terrible teammate right now. So if you guys are in here with me, I apologize. Don't worry. I think at this point my strategy might be to just stay in one anomaly and just like let it go. And for those of you with small children, I'm sorry if that phrase brings back traumatic memories. Is there a self-destruct button? Alright, let's kill this purifier. I would like a kill today. That would be wonderful. Haha, I got him. Let's go. Let's go. Hi. Ho. Let's go. I will say, I do like the Alpha Strike on here. I mean, and this is why I love the Talwar and the Korax on the live server. It's a fun ship to fly. I mean, it really is. If you guys haven't already, if you don't have a character that has skills in some of this, or some of the destroyers, if you fly them right, they can be really, really powerful. Benzie actually just did a video on the Talwar 2. I think his build is actually pretty solid overall. I'd probably swap out a couple of the rigs, but it looks like a really fun ship to fly, and I'm really just excited about trying it once I get my character to hit T10. Okay, I do want to actually try to kill this hauler. Come on. There we go. Got him. And yay, I think I'm finally going to die, guys. I am going to die. Yes. I'm in the hole. Don't stop. Don't stop. Please? Come on. Come on, guys. Finish me off. Do it. Yes. All right. Before I swap out of the frigate pilot, I am going to go ahead and let's do a kiting interceptor here. This one is probably, again, the closest to the slasher build that I use on the live server. I do like running strike cannons with a long point, just because the slasher, nothing's going to catch it, especially if you're flying a slasher 2. You can basically just run circles around people, literally, and no one's going to touch you. So I think it's a great ship. Again, because I am kiting, I'm going to warp to range here, and I am super fast, so I'm definitely going to be able to get here. I'm going to go ahead and bunch these up. Again, this time I'm going to be going on the Alpha Strike, and I'm going to try to pick off of some of those bomber pilots, because realistically, I think they're going to be the biggest threat. Although I may end up... I don't know if I see any bomber pilots. Yeah, I don't see any bomber pilots. So let's go ahead and lock this up. And let's lock the Dragoon up, because that guy is going... Oh, he's dead. Okay, cool. Now, again, I'm kind of trying to just stay at the fringe here. Because I'm doing that, I'm going to use the... Let's use the focus fire here. And I'm going to go ahead and start orbiting. I need to make sure I turn my resists on. And honestly, I'm not going to really try to kill the interceptors unless I just get one that's just ripe for the picking. But this guy might be. I may try to snipe him a little bit. Let's see if we can get to within 13 kilometers of him. That's going to allow me to throw a web on. Come on. Oh, we need to focus that down first. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. I think we got that one. All right, let's go to D. Again, I'm going to see if there's any bombers that I can pick off here. One thing that's really important when you're doing this kiting build, if you get in any kind of scram range from your opponent, you are going to die. You just are not going to have the tracking or the DPS to take them out. So be aware of that, and just try to stay out of range. You know, try to use that range to your advantage. Man, my teammates are just running train here. They're not leaving me anything. All right, let's get some webs and stuff. I don't know why I'm throwing the scram on him. It's not like he's going anywhere anyways. All right. I am not seeing a lot of bombers here, which is actually really interesting on this team. And I think you can kind of see the results of it in the score here. They just don't have enough damage to take these haulers down, which is, you know, kind of problematic when that's the only way to score points. So, let's see. Yeah, we're going to focus fire this guy. Again, we're going to try to stay out of that web and scram range. The crazy thing with these interceptors is that you can end up in trouble so fast, like I just did, because they're moving so freaking fast. Can I get out of this guy's web range? All right, there we go. Let's go. Now again, I'm assuming that this guy is using a short-range build, which is why I'm able to stay away from him. Do have a nemesis on our side that it looks like it might be in a little bit of trouble here. I'm gonna have to move closer because I think I'm outrunning my own guns, which I'm not really thrilled with. Can we hit him, please? Can that be a thing? Am I gonna try? All right. Well, he's not really moving. I'm gonna cut my micro warp drive. This could end really, really poorly for me. I think that they're so focused on the other guy, though, that... There we go. All right. Boom. 6-2. Good run. Good run. All right. All right, guys. So that's that's kind of the frigates. Again, I really enjoy those. I think that the fun thing about being able to fly those frigates is that a lot of us already have those skills from flying interceptors on the main server. I think that the strongest of those, if I'm talking about the strongest ship for actually taking down other frigates, I think that it's going to be the assault frigates. If you're talking about a miner, or not a miner hunter, although it is the strongest for a miner hunter, talking about a bomber hunter, I think the inties that's where they really excel. So if you're going to be flying an intie, I think that's where you really want to kind of be focusing your energies. And then if you are going to be really focusing on getting those points and taking out some of those destroyers, those bombers are going to be where it's at. I think of the three of those, the Inti is, again, probably my least favorite, which is not something I thought that I would say. It's kind of funny because if we're talking about the way that this whole thing kind of works out, I was really expecting to just love the interceptors as a whole and be more able to, kind of capitalize on some of those skills and some of the ship fittings that I'm used to. And you don't really do that because those inties are just so fragile compared to the the assault frigates. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, that's my read of it. I don't know that it's gonna stay that way that long. And again, we'll kind of see how the destroyers go here. Let's check the chat here. What you guys got? I think this would be a lot more fun on a larger scale. For example, bigger ships, more players, roles, possibly an outpost as target. I agree. Will, I think that would be awesome. I think that the devs have said that they want this to be a long-term game mode that they're going to continue to grow. And so I would fully expect to see bigger ships. I would love to see, I don't know if about battleships yet. I think it would be fun to see some cruisers and battle cruisers, kind of in a similar way to we have this now. But overall, I think it's really just a matter of giving them some time, letting them work through some of the kinks on this. But I agree. I think it would be a ton of fun to see some larger ships on this. I'd just be happy with comms and being able to choose your team. Yes, I agree with that. I think, some people are able to hot drop and do some stuff there, but overall, I agree with you. I think it would be great for us to actually be able to jump into a team together. All right, so I have now loaded up my other character. This is the destroyer pilot. So we're going to play around with this a little bit. I do have skills in missiles and drones for this guy. So I'm going to be primarily using probably like the Dragoon, the Algos, and then the Korax and Talwar. Again, I think the Talwar struggled pretty mightily on my other character, but we'll kind of see what happens here. Again, I'm going to pull that one up just so that we have a reference. You guys can kind of see, again, we had just under 3,000 EHP. Right, it wasn't EHP, it was just straight HP. So this time it'll be a little bit different. All right, so if you guys want to hot drop with me, we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pinky out, and let's go. And wait for the lag, wait for the lag, wait for the lag. Oh, I'm in a fleet. Okay, well, that was unfortunate and kind of stupid. This is what happens when you woke up at 5 a.m. to do this. All right, let's try this again. Whoopsies. Well, yeah, I think you're probably right there, man. I think the language barrier would definitely be a bit of an issue. Oh, okay, awesome. I get my Talwar right here. Hey, Fort, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm gonna be sending another ship order your way soon, so hope that's cool. All right, and yeah, I agree, Will. I think there is something interesting about being able to only have the last kill. I think it does kind of make it a little bit more exciting at times, but it does feel like you should at least get like, I don't know, maybe you get like 5 points for the hauler, and then you get like 1 point for killing somebody, or a half a point for killing somebody, or something like that. Because I agree, like it does kind of feel a little weird that you can't have any other points, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, we'll figure this out. Fort, they're good. We just did a bunch of frigates. We're now doing a destroyer. The frigates, just to recap, you got your bombers, you got your assault frigates, and you got your interceptors. Of those, the interceptor, I think, honestly, is probably the toughest to fly, or fly well. The assault frigate, I absolutely just tear people up with, so really enjoying those. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and warp here. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi. All right, so we had a 12-second warp instead of a 15-second warp. So skills do matter, guys. Skills matter. They cut off a whole 3 seconds on your warp. In terms of the EHP, or the HP, you guys can see here, I do have a good bit more. Looks like about, I think it was like 1,000 more, maybe a little bit more than that. All right, let's get this Dragoon. Let's go ahead and focus him down. I think my capacitor is also going to be a little bit more robust here. Again, we'll kind of see. And it looks like our team got the first point. Let's go. Let's go. Got this guy. All right. Now, again, the Tall War is really built for hunting frigates, and you know this game mode is no exception. It is again weird that they don't give us any kind of web or anything like that, but you know it is what it is, I guess. Let's see here. And by the way, what is my range on these missiles? I didn't even look. 20 kilometers. All right, cool. Let's hit this. Yeah, I went down real quick. Let's keep going with the Tall War. Let's see how we go. Our team's already up 2 points here, so I think that while I'm screwing around with this destroyer, some of our team are actually playing the game. Again, I apologize if I'm in the same game with you guys. Interestingly, the DPS, or the damage here, is still 201, which is what it was previously. I don't know if that's just because that's like a pre-staged metric or something like that. But either way, I think it's just kind of interesting that the destroyers, and really the ships in general, with their fits and everything, is just a little off, if I'm being honest. But either way, not the worst thing in the world here. And that was actually a pretty quick warp. I feel like that was not 12 seconds. So maybe we're warming up or something. I don't know. Maybe I was just better aligned. Yeah, it's been good fun. It definitely is. I think there's a lot of opportunity to learn and figure out how to fly just in general. You know, there's a lot of nuance to kind of this rock, paper, scissors game a little bit, but it's been fun. I'm really enjoying it. All right, let's go ahead. Probably should have hit that before I did that. All right, Mr. Hound. Let's try to take out this assault frigate, because again, I do think that is going to be a very strong ship, and I want to keep him away from the I want to keep him away from my bombers. Okay, he is getting away from the bombers. I'll let him. Now, part of this and what is going to be really interesting as we learn more of the tactics and figure out how some of this works is if people are going to start just clogging up that center. Again, if I'm looking at some of these hounds, I'd probably want them, again, if I was in comms and protecting them a little bit more. I mean, with Cosmic Hawk. Interesting. What's up, dude? But yeah, I mean, I think I would want some of these hounds and bombers to be a little bit further off. They are just super squishy. I'm going to be curious if I'm able to one-shot some of these with the Talwar. Again, I'm going to be very curious to see how the tactics evolve over time and as people kind of learn the ways of the faction war game, right? So we'll just have to kind of see how it goes here as things develop. Does look like somebody dropped, so I don't know if we're a man up at this point. I'm gonna assume so, since it is 4-1. I'm gonna guess that danger means that everybody is at D. Let's go there. Oh yeah, we got all the fun guys here. All right, well, let's see if we can take one of them with us. I don't think we're gonna take one of them with us. Why are you going on the drone? Why are you going on the drone? All right, let's try one of these. Let's see here. Again, you give me a. I love these guys. They give me a web on my Thrasher. Now the Thrasher does have a little bit higher DPS. That's because we're running auto cannons, and they are going to be having a lot better tracking speed. So this may be more of a frigate hunter. Actually, it says right here up at the top it can effectively counter frigates. I don't know if I really believe that because it's so slow. It's going to be tough for this guy unless somebody is basically running straight at me. It's going to be tough for me to really catch anybody. So hopefully, knock on wood, they'll just land on me and let me kill them, but we'll see. All right, now we do have four high slots here. Come on. Big money, no whammy. All right, we got a dragoon. Let's get this guy. Looks like he is going after this hound here. I'm trying to save you, buddy. I couldn't save you. Couldn't save you. Man, I'm just getting eaten alive by these infiltrators. What are these? What are acolytes? That's right. Well, I got him. Scoop the loot. Scoop the loot. Yeah, I mean, again, you know, these ships are great for what they're trying to do, I guess. This is not how I would fit a Thrasher, but it's fine. Man, I couldn't even get that assist. Let's see if we can't regain a little bit of cap here. Go to that enemy ship. We're gonna see how. I think that it might be C. That sounds about right. Get him, boys. Get him. If my slow ass catches up with you, you're in trouble. I'm just laughing at the amount of damage that this thing is not putting out. All right, of course, I was approaching to C, and that was the one that did not get anything. Let's go back here. If we kill this, we win. Let's just finish the drill, boys. I'm not even going to worry about this interceptor. And again, I'm going to unstack my guns. We're going to stop the guns. Unstack the guns. And try to manually fire. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of shield back here. Hopefully our team can kill that purifier so he doesn't yoink this kill. Boom. There we go. Let's go, dogs. Sorry if any of you guys are SEC fans from a non-red and black college. So interestingly, not my best game, but honestly, I mean, for being in a destroyer, 7 assists, only 2 deaths, not the worst. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. All right, guys, I probably have got 1 or 2 more, so I'm going to go ahead. Let's start this. And in 5, 4, 3, 2. Probably shouldn't do that. 1, you get it. First time streamer mistakes. Although I guess I can't really say I'm a first time since I've done 2 of these. Maybe 3? I don't know. That was, yeah, my bad. Definitely one of those that I did not think through all the way. All right, so this time we're going with the Algos. We've got drone control range, which, thanks guys, I've got now, what, probably like a 45 kilometer control range. Damage amp. And slow freaking drones. Now, with these drones, I'm probably going to be focusing mostly on assault destroyers and... I'm sorry. I'm probably going to be focusing mostly on assault destroyers. I did it again. My brain is fried. Assault frigates and bombers. The haulers probably are still going to be able to be focused down with this, but just given the range, I think it's going to be really interesting to see how I can actually use some of this. Now, the Algos does get a warp disruptor bonus range in the normal server. I don't remember if the Algos itself gets it or if it's just after. Okay, no, this one does look like it does get a little bit extra, so we'll have almost 30 kilometers, which is awesome. I'm going to warp to... Okay, we're going to go to C. Let's go to C. And we're going to warp in. Again, I'm going to use that nice long range. Now, I don't actually know on the on this, if you lose a drone, I don't know if you have... Okay, you do have 10 in your hold, so if you lose one, people can... you still have a couple that you can pop out, which is nice at least. And we have got all kinds of fun right here already. All right, let's take... We're going to go ahead and focus fire. I'm going to stay nice and far away here. Again, I'm going to try to get these. I don't think I'm going to be able to actually get these guys before they kill that, yeah. All right, next up we're going to take this catalyst because I think he is trying to pop me, which I don't appreciate. It's very rude, sir. I think I'm about to, yeah, I'm about to pop. Will I take him with me? I don't think I'm going to take him with me. I don't think we're quite there. Although, maybe. Nope, not gonna do it. Don't mind the Algos. Again, it's not putting out. It feels like it's not putting out a ton of DPS with those small drones, which is kind of interesting. I guess I'm just used to the assault frigate. With this character, I am skilled into small drones. I've got 5.53, I think, in both operation and upgrade. So, if anything, I would think that this would be a good fit for those skills. But I don't think that it's really. I don't think it's really panning out. Now I'm also probably spoiled because I do have a Algos Assault that I use on the main server, which I guess I should just say the main game because this is still the server, but whatever. But I am able to use that thing, and it gets over 300 DPS, or when it's hot, I think it's like 370 DPS hot. So I'm probably a little bit spoiled, I'll admit that, but still, it does feel like we're unable to get some of the benefits of really using this type of ship, but I don't know. We'll see. All right. Give me that hauler. Give me that hauler. And I'm going to see if I can't position myself here to catch. I guess I'm actually already pretty well positioned to catch some of these other frigates that are flying in. Oh, Cosmic Hawk, my former teammate. Et tu, Brute? Oh, interesting. They all worked off? I think I warped to 100. I don't think that he's going to be in range. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's going to be in range. Let's go ahead and pop this. Let's see if we can't pop this. We are behind a little bit. If I was not live streaming, I probably would say I need to swap to a bomber and see if I can't catch some of these bombers or some of these haulers. Because, in all honesty, it's... Oh, we're catching up. We're not doing too bad. Let's get a target painter on this guy. Pop him. I'm in B right now. Let's go. Oh. If y'all want to just keep coming. You're stuck coming and they don't stop coming back to the ground. I will stop singing and spare y'all. I don't know if the music is still actually playing. I think it would be... I hope it is. I don't know. We'll see. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Ooh, we got another destroyer. What is that? That's a cormorant. Let's see if we can't actually... We're going to be able to catch this guy. Come on, drone damage. Get there. All right, drones. Let's swap over here because I don't think you're really catching that guy. Now I'm letting this interceptor go. He's kind of just hanging out, and it seems like not really doing a whole lot in terms of impacting the actual fight. We've got a couple of guys that are out there kind of playing with him, but we're about to have another hauler in B, so I'm going to go ahead and warp there. Let's see if we can't broadcast everybody to go. Let's go, guys. Probably could have stayed and helped kill that assault frig, but again, we gotta move here. We gotta catch up. I'm playing a little bit of playing behind the ball. All right, what we got? What we got? How close is this? All right, let's get this guy. Now I am going to start moving here, although I'm now scrambled, so this may be a short-lived. Come on, come on. Help me out, gents. I'll tell you, man, these assault frigs are awesome. Oh, get the... Well, I guess if I'm a distraction, I'm okay with that. All right, we're almost caught up. Let's see here. I don't have any rail skills, but let's try the catalyst. Let's give it a shot. This is, again, I just don't understand this fit, because we're going with a ranged fit, and yet we're just going straight tank for the mod, or for the rigs. If it were me, again, I'd be putting probably some extra range or damage mods on here. This does actually have an afterburner, which is, again, really interesting, because these things are so slow. I mean, yeah, you'll be able to keep moving, but on a ranged fit, I don't think that's gonna. I don't think it's gonna do it what you think it's gonna do. If we look here, the range on this is going to be about 17 kilometers. That's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Again, I don't think you're going to be able to hit a whole lot just from a fast-moving interceptor perspective, but we'll find out, right? All right, where are we going? Where are we going? I think Commander Kane and I have been playing together for like 3 games now. So, Kane, if you're in here, hats off, bud. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I just, again, and you're giving me, I just don't get it. I don't get it, so. Well, we're going to have somebody coming in. That's it? That's all you're going to do? You're going to do 150 damage? Dude, you're killing me here. He's got to be in bombard mode. He's not even moving. You can't hit him. This just makes me sad. This makes me so sad. And of course, I've got an interceptor orbiting me. Yeah, I can't even hit this thing. Yeah, we're going back to the Algos. We're going to go back to the Algos. Maybe we can get like one last shot. Oh, we got one. Woohoo! And of course we failed. Damn it. All right, guys. I got one more in me, and then I'm going to have to call it. We have got to head to the airport bright and early tomorrow. And by bright and early, I mean at like 3 a.m. So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. So I'm only going to do one more here. We'll do this again another time, though. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully, again, we can figure out some voice comms or something like that. If you haven't joined the Killmark Collectors Discord, probably be trying to do that for comms, just so that it's open to everybody, not just silent people, which sounds kind of funny for a for a comms, but for Sign Alliance folks, we could use those comms, but I don't want to exclude anybody here. And I just have to figure out how to do it, because when I tried right before this, it didn't really work. So, all right, guys, last game for the night. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Catalyst was the first ship you tried. It could not hit anything. Yeah. I think that worked out for you. I think that was a good career choice. We all appreciate all you do. That being said, I clearly couldn't hit anything with the catalyst either, so I don't think it was just a you thing. I think it's a that ship sucks thing. Again, this one, we're doing Caldari. I'm going to go with the Corax. This one is going to be interesting because the Corax does get the explosion velocity bonuses. Plus, they also put a target painter on here. They don't have any webs. So we should be applying pretty much our full damage, especially if we're going to be shooting like the targets that are in bombard mode and some of those larger haulers. I'm not really sure, again, how the fitting is going to work. Trying to use that ballistic control, I think we're going to eat through our cap pretty quickly. But let's give it a shot one more time for good measure. All right. Condor Scepter. I could hello, but I don't have any frigate skills on this one, so I'm just gonna try the destroyer here. But I agree, it is a great option. All right, let's do. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's do D. Let's go to D. We're gonna warp to about 13. And again, what I'm really trying to do here with this guy, I'm going to start by playing kind of that bomber killer role. I'm going to lock up the hauler so that I can keep an eye on that, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep an eye on that and still be able to knock some of these guys out of the fight before they can apply too much damage. All right, I'm going to pull up my enemy ships because it's going to be a little bit easier to find people if there is a melee, which does not look like there is yet. Okay. Lock him up. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Approach. What is the range on these? Oh, wow. They already destroyed a hauler. Quick out of the gate. 26 kilometers, not bad, not bad. All right, let's cut the micro warp drive. Let's lock this guy up. Oh, you jerk. Can we kill him? All right, guys, come on. Let's go out with a bang. There we go. Give it to me. One more time. Let's go. I think these bombers melt when you're right up next to them, but this Condor, man, he is just pounding me. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get him. Yep. Nope. I thought it was the bomber that was getting me, but it was that Condor the whole time. It really is unfortunate because I'd love to fly these ships more in the way that I fly them on in the main game. Being able to kite, being able to do a little bit more with this, again, with this Higgs anchor, I just feel like I'm literally just sitting here and, by the time I even start to move, people are already in range and I can't get there. All right, let's see if we can't get people to go to C. Also, I love that it's always down here in the bottom. It's you destroyed A, and then whatever you are. So you destroyed A Hannibal. Just, I don't know why, that just tickles my fancy. Call it the author grammar geek in me. All right, 1-1. We got 5 more haulers to kill. See if we can't get on the scoreboard here. Okay, they just started on this guy. Let's see if we can't lock this guy down. Oh, that Nemesis is actually moving pretty quick. Got him. I love the bug where I can't see what my ship is doing or where my weapons are. And again, I'm completely stuck. Stationary guns, baby. Stationary guns. Dylan! Dylan, save me! Save me, Dylan! Two more shots. I got 2 more shots on this guy. We're in C, right? Yeah, we're in C. All right, come on. Oh, Rutro. This is trouble. Come on. Yay, I got one. Now I'm gonna die. Oh, man. When they would just warp everybody in on top of you, it's trouble. It's trouble. Can I maybe get... No, I'm not gonna be able to get that Nemesis. So as you guys can see, you know, I've really been doing the missile boats. I think the Catalyst and the Cormorant just are gonna struggle mightily trying to hit some of these really fast moving small targets. The Thrasher seemed okay with it with the autocannons, but overall I really just I just once again I'm underwhelmed by the destroyers. Especially given the fact that there are a number of like Catalyst 2s and Corax 2s and all of that stuff. It just kind of feels weird that we don't have the at least like the assault version of these destroyers. I think that would be at least a more fair fight when you're talking about a T8 frigate with some of these interceptors versus a T5, I think, for the just normal destroyers. It just, you know, again, like... And just take the damn Higgs anchors off. Take the Higgs anchors off, please. Oh, this is trouble. This is not going to end well. Let's see here. Let's see if we can't... Let's see if we can't take some of these bombers off the board. Oh, did he outrun my missile? You jerk. You jerk. Am I moving away from them? Is that what's happening right now? I probably should have actually paid more attention to the actual objective there. It was my bad, guys. Let's get this Condor. Ow. Yeah, I mean, I think this guy's just... Yeah, I mean, I think they were just speed tanking my missiles. Oh, boy. You know what? We're gonna go to the bomber just to change things up. Not that I don't love the Corax, but I'm running out of gas myself, and I think I just have a little bit more fun with the bombers. So we're gonna do that one more time, and then like I said, we'll call it for the night here. Just way too much way too much sleep deprivation between being a new puppy owner and getting up every couple of hours for him and just everything else going on. All right, so we have got to get 2 of these 3 that are spawning here. If we don't, it is game over. Pressure's on. 4th quarter. I think we're going to have to try to get this as quickly as possible and then see if we can't... Oh, of course it spawns on the opposite side, but fortunately... Now these should have a range of about 44 kilometers. Why is that only... Why is it only 27 kilometers? What the heck? Oh, I bet this one is... Well, now I just feel really stupid. Okay, let's try this again. Make sure we turn the micro warp drive off when we go into bombard mode because we're only going to have 5% of our speed anyway, so no need to waste the capacitor. But we are at least now hitting for some pretty good damage. I think we are going to actually need to warp in and see if we can't kill this other guy real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and warp, let these guys try to finish this off. If again, like I said, I mean, if they get one more, it's game over. So we're going to have to see if we can't capture this one. And again, this time I am going to be using the trick of trying to do a little bit, actually. Oh, shit. Well, we got it. That's something. I am scrammed. I am dead. I am real dead. Good news is there's no haulers on the field at least, but I am going to go ahead. I'm going to switch to the Merlin Assault, see if I can't crack a couple of these bombers. Actually, no. I think there's, by the time I do, I think I am going to need to use the bomber if we're going to try to win this. Try to squeak out one at the very end. Just yoink a kill. Come on, come on. I am going to warp to 0 on one of these because I think we're going to need to, although I'm going to wait. Now, caution's the better part of Valor here. There's nothing on the field. There's no haulers. It looks like A is going to be our main option. I'm going to wait until that hauler is right about to pop because I think that everybody's going to be swarming in there, and I want to be able to try to get to A. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to warp around because what I want to do, of course, did I just do that? And it's on the other side. Yep, pretty much. Oh, no, I should be on the other side. Okay, cool. So what's going to happen here, I'm going to try to warp in on the opposite side to see if I can't get to this hauler and just basically land right on top of it. Because, again, this is make or break, boys. This is make or break. Here we go. Can he snipe the hauler? Can we do it? I'm going to wait. I'm going to try to one-shot this at the very end if I can. Oh, that hauler is right on. Oh, son of a... Okay, you know what? No, we're going to just go for it. I'm going to stay outside of range here. I'm going to stop doing damage. And as soon as this gets into hull... Okay, I'm going to focus fire again. Oh, somebody I think did the same thing I was trying to do. They just did it better, apparently. Oh, good games, guys. Good games. That was fun. That was good fun. Well, that's it for tonight. I hate to end on a failure, but like I said, I am exhausted and about to crash myself. So really appreciate you guys being with me tonight. This was a lot of fun. Appreciate you putting some stuff in chat. Next time, like I said, we'll try to see if we can't get in comms and do some fun hot drops and that sort of thing. But overall, I think, again, this was just fun to play around with and really get to fly some ships that I probably wouldn't normally. I think if you guys are really interested, again, I of course would recommend you go check out my video because, self-promotion and things. But no, in all seriousness, this is a great way to learn to fly. I will caution you, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually come out with another video that is a couple of bad habits that I've noticed in myself, and you probably have already kind of seen some of those, that you need to make very careful, or be very careful that you don't accidentally bring those into the live game. This is a very low risk, high reward, or high fun way to play. But with the live server, there's a lot of opportunity for you to really lose some big ships if you're flying the way that you do here. And so I'm going to be looking at probably coming out with that probably next week when I come back from vacation. But I do want to just caution you as you guys are playing this, as you guys are learning how to use some of these ships and doing some of this, things that you saw even me doing today, just hitting approach instead of manually piloting, things like that. It's not going to kill you here because, again, it's more of almost a rock, paper, scissors in some cases. But if you start doing that, especially if you're trying to be a tackle frigate onto like a battleship or a battle cruiser, that is going to get you dead real quick. And I don't want that. I want you guys to get the kill marks on your hull, not somebody else getting them on theirs. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for tonight. Thank you guys again. I really do appreciate it. This was, again, like I said, this was a lot of fun for me, just getting to hang out and play for 2 hours. I am really excited to jump in comms and do some fun stuff too. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a great night. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the content that we've got with these new faction war games. Play the heck out of it, and I'm really looking forward to some of the stories and some of the videos coming out about being able to just have fun and experiment. So with that, I'm going to sign off for the night. Y'all all have a great night. Hope you fly safe. Hope you have a restful night. Hope you have an enjoyable night, and I hope that you get to decorate your hulls with a couple more kill marks. Have a good one, guys. See you later.